What happens when a South Asian nation quietly acquires 17,000 military-grade shotguns from an ally nation? This isn't fiction. It's happening right now, and it could reshape Bangladesh's entire security landscape. Stay tuned as we break down this massive $25 million defense acquisition that nobody's talking about. Let's start with the fundamentals. The Bangladesh government made a pivotal decision that flew under most people's radar. They approved the purchase of exactly 17,050 12-gauge shotguns directly from Turkey's Begelatal company at $146 per unit. Do the math. That's approximately 35 crore 62 lakh 27,696 Bangladeshi Taka. For context, that's roughly $25 million in US dollars. But here's what makes this significant. This wasn't a rushed, one-off deal. The Bangladesh government conducted a competitive international tender process. 4 major companies submitted bids. Turkey's Begelatal won because they offered the lowest price while meeting all specifications. This shows institutional competence in procurement. No corruption, no shortcuts, just transparent bidding. Now you're probably wondering, who are these 17,000 shotguns actually for? That's the critical piece. These weapons are designated specifically for the Bangladesh Ansar and Village Defense Party, the VDP. If you don't know what that is, here's your education. The Ansar VDP is Bangladesh's largest paramilitary force. We're talking about 6 million plus members across the country. They're basically the backbone of internal security, law enforcement support, and disaster response. Think of them as the glue between the Bangladesh police and the military. They handle local security, maintain order at borders, manage elections, and respond to natural disasters. They're everywhere in Bangladesh, in villages, towns, cities. Upgrading their arsenal isn't just about weapons. It's about showing commitment to a force that's been underfunded and under-equipped for decades. This isn't Bangladesh's first rodeo with Turkey either. The document confirms previous purchases of shotguns from Turkish suppliers for the Ansar. This is part of a pattern of modernization, not an isolated transaction. So what does this really mean for Bangladesh? Let's break down the implications into 3 key areas. First, operational capacity. 17,000 modern shotguns significantly expand the Ansar's ability to respond to internal security threats. Shotguns are perfect for close-quarters law enforcement, crowd control, and anti-insurgency operations. They're more controlled than rifles but more powerful than service pistols. It's the Goldilocks weapon for domestic security. Second, training and modernization. Here's what separates serious military modernization from just buying weapons: training. The document emphasizes that Bangladesh is sending Ansar members for training both domestically and internationally. There's been completed training in Turkey already. This means Bangladesh isn't just handing out guns and hoping for the best. They're investing in personnel development. That's sophisticated security policy. Third, regional implications. When you're buying from Turkey, you're making a geopolitical statement. Bangladesh is moving closer to Turkish defense partnerships while maintaining relationships with traditional allies. This diversification is strategic. It shows Bangladesh isn't dependent on any single military supplier. That's independence in action. But here's the crucial question everyone should be asking. Is this enough? 17,000 shotguns for 6 million paramilitary members sounds big until you do the math. That's roughly 1 gun for every 350 members. While quality matters more than quantity, this tells us that Bangladesh still has a long way to go in terms of equipping its security forces. This is progress, but it's incremental progress. The real story here isn't just about a weapons purchase. It's about a South Asian nation making strategic decisions to modernize its security architecture, building international partnerships, and investing in training alongside hardware. That's the hallmark of institutional security planning. This is exactly the kind of defense development story that gets missed by mainstream media, but matters enormously for regional security analysts. If you're following defense policy in South Asia, you need to stay informed about these details. Subscribe to Defence Upcast for the defense stories that actually matter. Thanks for watching.